welcome back to another episode, guys. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for being here. Bear with me. Yesterday was my computer, uh, and so I'm using this Windows 7 right now, and it's slower than your collecting skills. So, um, let's see who is before we get started. It's going to be a quick one, guys, because obviously there's not much to talk about, and this computer is not going to handle much. I can tell you that already. So we're just going to go over one topic that I found very interesting. Kit posted in his group yesterday, so I want to get into that, which I think is very interesting, and it'll be very telling of what people think. So let's say hello to you guys first, and also thank you guys for being here. I apologize for yesterday, but here we are. As you can see, look at my background. I'm streaming in 480i right now. If you can see, I don't know if you guys could hear me clear or not, but this is what I'm. Yeah, no, it's horrible. So let's see. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm not even going to play the videos because it's going to slow down the entire computer. So I'm not even going to bother. We got Jovan in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. He says, let me see what he's saying because I can't see the screen so small. Here we go. Oh my God, this is so insane. All right, here we go. Let's see who else is in here. Your early birds rise up. Just got myself a Hot Toys Peacemaker yesterday. Extremely dope. Yep. Are you getting the third party Present Toys head sculpt or the Social Toys one? If you are. Uncarded says, I didn't read his. He says, see how this is taking forever to load every comment. This computer is garbage. That's why I said I'm not gonna last too long on here. Just because it's there we go. There we go. What's going on? Oh, here we go. Now it's changing. Let's see. We got Figman in the house with the super chat. Thank you, my friend, so much. Thank you for being here as well. Sunday morning. Yes, guys. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here as well. Also, guys, we may have some drama for Tuesday, but I'll let you guys know what happened. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Crazy. We got TK421. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the UK. Some bangers and mash. And some fish and chips. And some, what's that beer? What's that Irish beer? Guinness? Some Guinness. We got Peasant Brad in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm here for some jazzing goodness. Oh, my God. This guy. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Hot Toys Fanatic. Welcome. He says, hey, Nefty, the only figure in my collection that is not a Hot Toy is a Star Ace Celine from Underworld Evolution. I know you will appreciate that as a collector of Star Ace. That's a good figure. We got Mad Planet in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Talia in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here as well. If your comments aren't popping up, it's not me, guys. It's the computer. So don't think I'm purposely not pulling them up. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, guys. Let's see who else is in here tonight. Yeah, I had to find a laptop to stream with, guys, because it was either that or no stream whatsoever. Where the hell is that? Unbelievable. We got Black Panther in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Uncarded. Let's see. We got Rob. Welcome, my friend. We got Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, guys. Ernesto in the house. Guys, if you are looking to get rid of your Obi-Wan series, Obi-Wan figure that was just updated, please either message me or Ernesto. He's looking for one. Let's see who else is in here.
So super chat.
Let's see. Babo. Babo. What from Figman? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Fast cutting back on service.
Times are tough.
Unbelievable. I know. This inflation's killing everybody.
Yo, times are tough.
Let's see. We got Mitchell. How are you, my friend? Yeah, it's crazy. Welcome, Mitchell. Thank you for being here. We got Jose in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I will be seeing you soon at New York Comic Con on Thursday. So can't wait for that. Hope you bring me my hot toys, my friend. We got Joker J in the house. He's live from the bathroom. He said, I love the new form. We got Paul Morales in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm going to see if I sent the link to a couple other people. We'll see if anybody else will join. If not, we'll get started. All right, we got one response. Let's see. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody else is coming in. Let me just make sure people read my messages. All right, so Brandon probably sleeping, and William read it and left me unread. So nobody else is coming in. Nobody else wants to talk about the one single topic that we're going to get into. Let's see. Okay. All right. So this is what I wanted to get into, guys. So again, shout out to Kit for posting this in his group. I don't know if everybody saw it, but it's very interesting, and it's like I said, it's kind of like a good gauge of what people like in the community, who people like in the community. So he says, who you like better, professional collector or influencer? So number one, I don't know what that means, right? I don't know what that means, who you like better, in what sense, right? I'm going to take this as who you like better, I guess, on YouTube, right? Who do you like better? Who do you like watching better? Again, I'm assuming all this because it just says who you like better. I don't know, like, in what sense. Do you like better, what, collecting wise? Obviously, a collector will always beat an influencer in collecting. Obviously there are levels of collecting as well. So that's one thing, right? I've always considered myself a collector, even on YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. You guys see all the crappy stuff I put out there. My videos are single angle videos all the time, and I am very proud of it. I am very proud of the fact that I'm not a YouTuber. I am very proud of the fact that I'm not a scumbag, misleading people all the time. I'm just a collector. I've told you guys all the time. I will always guide you the way that I move, right? I will do whatever I do, whatever it is that I do, and I will always tell you guys what I did. If it helps you, cool. If it doesn't, cool. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I've told you guys forever. An influencer, though, it's a different story because they're telling you what they want you to do, right? If they're gonna benefit from something, they need to force you to do something, or at least push you into doing something that you may not want to do. Maybe it's not for your best interest. So all of these things combined may or may not be an issue. We got Warhorse in the house. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here, my friend. What type of grammar? I'm tired of being bullied. Wait, I didn't read it. This thing's so slow. I'm tired of being bullied for being this guy. I didn't read it. Oh my god. So he said Fabs is definitely in the bathroom. I am not. I am not in the bathroom. I'm not in the bathroom at all. So let's see. All right. So that's my take on this, right? And it's funny that this even came up because I feel like we've talked about this, right? I've mentioned this plenty regarding, influencers, YouTubers, and collectors, right? I've always made it very clear I'm a collector first and foremost. I'm not a YouTuber whatsoever. I don't try to influence anybody. I will always give you my experiences, and you guys decide what you want to do. I will, in certain instances, I will point out certain things. For example, the Jazz Inc. thing, the in art thing, right? I've been the only one You have influencers in the community not helping anybody at all, not looking out for anybody. In fact, they're trying to get everybody to fall for the garbage of Jazz Inc., to fall for the garbage of InArt, right? That's the influencer for you, right?
Right.
I've been the first and only one to say InArt will be crap. InArt is a scumbag company, and I will always repeat it. After they made that move, that was it for me, and here we are. I haven't been wrong about them one bit, and I keep telling you guys that because I will take the also same thing with Jazz Inc. I've told you my experiences, and another thing I want to say: if anybody in the community has an issue with my views and my and how I feel and what I think about Jazz Inc., you can shove it up your ass, mind your own business. When people in the community are going down each other's throats and killing each other and hating each other, again, something that I said on my fake, like I told you guys from the very first stream, right? The very first stream, I told you guys that this is what it is. You guys are watching it play out live. Constant issues, constant fighting. Again, I don't say anything because it's none of my business. So for anybody to come and try to talk about, talk on something that I said or how I feel or anything regarding any conversation, either message me if you have an issue or mind your own business. Because again, I don't get involved with people. I did call every single issue that is going on right now with all of them, because it's always been fake, it's always been phony, it's all for show, it's all for views, and that's it. Period. I will always repeat it because it's a fact. They can pretend to be friendly and friends and blah 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 all they want. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work. And they could go, they could keep pretending and they could keep acting like, oh yeah, we're all best friends, but it's all lies, it's all bullshit, and you guys are seeing it. Again, I will always say it. I was the first one, and for those who don't believe me, go watch my very first stream. It's all there. Okay, so let me see what you guys are saying real quickly, and now get right into the conversation. Onkota says, single angle, low resolution, no dynamic. Yeah, he said, yep, definitely not it. And I am so proud of it, my friend. I am so proud not to be a scumbag influencer. So yes, I will own that all day. My posing is top notch, though. We got Cassandra. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I got your message yesterday too. There was no stream. Obviously, you just found out. We got. Can someone? Let's see. Can someone define what a professional collector even is for me, please? So I don't know what that is, right? But I'm going to assume a professional collector would be considered somebody who has a massive collection, who's been doing it religiously for a long time. Again, it's an assumption. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to say by that. What?
I would also think that an influencer, it might be an individual that's somehow getting paid to influence a particular product. You understand? Or they're getting some type of item or money or benefit, I should say, to influence. While a professional collector, he collects what he collects, and he'll call it down the middle if it's good, if it's shit.
Well, I don't think it goes. I don't even think it goes. I was gonna say I don't even think it goes in that deep with, you know what I mean, with as a professional collector saying anything. You know what I mean? Like, right. I know where you're going with that comment. And what if you're a personal collector not on YouTube, right?
Yeah. No, but that's good.
It doesn't really mean any YouTube, right? So that's what there are a lot of professional collectors or big time collectors that don't bother with YouTube. You know what I mean? So I don't think it has to do with the collector.
I guess, Fabs, the pitfall that a person can run into is that if you're looking at someone on YouTube and not knowing the behind the scenes that he's being influenced by getting a benefit from the product that he's promoting or she's promoting. You understand? I guess that's where the pitfall is.
Well, that's the influencer. That's the influencer. Correct.
But the problem is, if you, the viewer, are watching this individual and are unaware because that person doesn't bring it to light, and then down the road there's a slip up and you realize, oh, wait a minute, he's been getting a benefit or she's been getting a benefit to push this product. That's I guess is a problematic, because I feel that if you know this individual is an influencer, you know what you're listening to now. It's a 50-50. He or she's obviously benefiting from something. I guess the pitfall is when you are looking at an individual and that person doesn't, put it out there that they're getting a benefit from a product, and that's where the trouble can start, because now you can be influenced.
So I would again, anybody pushing anything that anything too good to be true, right? Like if somebody's pushing something to be perfect all the time, right? Everything's great, everything. That's not realistic. That's not a natural thing in life, that everything's great and everything's perfect. That's unreal, right? So that's when you have to start thinking on your own.
So could you still be an influencer if, as you say, you push a product regardless, but at the same time, you're not getting no benefits, you're not getting no deals, you're not getting, but
it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. I'm going to tell you why. You can be an influencer and be 100% honest,
okay.
right? It's not that you can't. The problem is that they believe, I'm assuming that they think or believe that you have to push the product to be in such a bright light, right? You have to put that as the main event, is the greatest thing. Why? Number one, to get the viewer to buy, right? Number two, if you're getting kickbacks, obviously the more people buy is more beneficial for you. So you can be an influencer, no problem, right? But why can't you be honest at the same time? I feel like the influencer chooses to be a scumbag, right? They choose to be a scumbag for the profit, right? For the benefit. But I can tell you, if for whatever reason, let's say any YouTuber, any influencer comes in and does a review on any product, and the product happens to, the influencer decides to say, oh, the product is okay, it's not what I expected, it's not that great, blah, blah, blah. What do you think can happen? What do you think is the reason why influencers don't do that? Nothing.
Well, they're not going to get more product from that individual to review.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go.
Views.
There you go. Period. Thank you. Period. That's it. So that's where they have to become a scumbag to get that benefit, right? That's why they have to lie to you and make it seem everything's perfect and great and roses, so they could keep getting the test batch, the influencer batch, the first release, the first figure or piece or whatever, them for that review, for the views, for the money. So that's my point, right? If for whatever reason, somebody sent me something, oh, you get it early for review, whatever, I am going to be, whether they like it or not, I'm going to be honest. If they don't send me anything again, what does that say to me? This company has no transparency. They don't care about the product. They don't care about how people really feel about the product. All they want to do is make money by pushing something that's garbage. I will never do that for anybody, even if they say, absolutely. And then this is where the lies come in. This is where the misinformation comes in. This is where, because this is what they feel they need to do to keep benefiting, to keep like they need to do. That's the problem. So number one, because I buy everything myself, I don't need that. And again, even if they sent me anything for whatever reason, right? Oh, we really value your opinion about things, and we sent you this on our own for you to give us your honest feedback. That is what any company should be doing, right? Yeah. They shouldn't be worried about, again, sales is important, obviously, because you make a product to make that money. But if you're worried about people's opinions about your product, then make sure you're making a good product that is worth the money people are going to pay for this said product. That's it. It shouldn't
And
be
be able to accept
anything beyond.
criticism.
There shouldn't be anything. Absolutely, that's the main key there. That's the main key. It's
Because
if
as
you're
you
going to come in
accept
and you're
the
going to do
criticism,
business and you're going to hope.
yeah, as you receive the criticism, you could tweak the product to better it for the customer.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely correct. So that's what I mean. So if a company doesn't like being criticized, it's not a good company. It's not, because if you can accept criticism, that means that you think your company is the best of the best, that it can't get any better because it's already the best, that there's no flaws because it's already the best, that there's nothing wrong with it because it's already the best. That's not a good company. Even Hot Toys, which is greater than right now, right? Regarding toys,
Quick
they are
question.
not perfect. They make mistakes. Their head scopes are, go ahead.
Fabs, quick question. You started talking about professional collector and influencer. How do we get to Jazz Inc?
Well, we're talking about, how an influencer becomes a scumbag because of the the things that they feel, at least, that they need to do, lie to the community, lie to you guys for their own benefit. Period. That's it. Anybody that gets anything early, anybody that gets anything before anybody, right? It's for a reason. And then the reason is to shove it down your throat. It's not to give you their honest opinions on the product. It's not to give you, any transparency, any let you know that anything's wrong with it, really wrong with it, that anything is, that the product may not be worth the money at all, right? They'll never tell you any of that because they can't. And that's the problem.
So,
right?
so basically,
that's what changes.
But a good scenario would be an individual that does get the product early for whatever reason, and then calls it down the middle. If it's a shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. That would be
absolutely. Well, that's what I don't. Correct, because that's what we expect. I expect from anybody, right? I don't need somebody to lie to me to sell me something. I don't need somebody, and that's why I've never watched anybody, and I've told you guys from day one, I've never watched anybody to tell me what to do. I've never watched anybody even to see the figure, right? Because I could easily say, "Oh no, I'm not. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna, I watch the video just to see what the figure looks like." If I'm gonna get the figure, why the fuck do I need to watch anybody else? I'm gonna experience the unboxing myself. I'm gonna open it myself. I'm gonna experience it myself. So why do I need to watch it, right? So that's one reason why I don't. And number two, I don't need anybody telling me what to do about anything, right? So that's why I personally don't do it. Not everybody's like me. People love watching their videos. People love watching their influencer. People love, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But just know that these people are not your friends. These people are not looking out for you. These people aren't there for anything for you. They're there to benefit from you. They're not here for you. They're there to take from you. Whatever it is, whether it's your time, whether it's your money, whatever it is, they're there. It's that simple. Let me see what else you guys think, because it said, Brad says, Fabs hanging out in Springfield. This guy. We got Christian in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. He says, I almost missed howdy. I'm sick as heck. I can't. Oh, my friend. Pump up the vitamin C. Do some vitamin C. It'll take care. Like 2,000 milligrams. No, more than that. Do like between 4,000 and 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C once a day, every day, and you'll see how it works. Joker J says, and on the 7th day, oh my God, this thing's so slow, it's insane. On the 7th day, the Lord said, oh my God. Thanos, let me see. Thanos trying hard to snap. This guy, unbelievable. Let's see. TK421 says, Puerto Ricans are someone who earns a living from. Not necessarily. Because
I mean, I would agree. This is a benefit.
You can be an influencer and not that doesn't have to be correct. I don't think it has to be, it necessarily has to be your full-time job, but you are benefiting from something, right? There's something that you're getting, whether it's a discount, whether it's free stuff, whether it's, whatever it is, you're getting something out of it. That's why you need to lie. We got entrepreneurs and exotics. Welcome. Says you're a shill and a peanut if you're flipping the same figures that you just hyped up. You're a shill and a POS if you're flipping the same figures that you just hyped up. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Piece of shit.
So, Nefty, how do you feel about this comment? Because obviously it's very well known in the community that that YouTubers will get a figure obviously early from whether it's in our whatever it is, and or Jazz Inc. or whatever company, and
Yeah,
they'll do their review,
that
make their money, get their views, and then they will, huh?
that goes to what you were saying before, and where there's not much caring, and it's just about getting the attention, showing the product, and moving on, and influencing people sometimes into a bad situation. So it goes back to what you were saying earlier, and I guess he shares the same sentiment as well in this comment.
Right. So like I was saying, there, it's very well known that YouTubers will go on YouTube, get their figures if early, make their videos, make their money, and then real quickly sell their figures. Whether it's after people got theirs, before people got theirs, whatever the situation is. But that is a prime example, or somebody who is not a collector at all. Okay. You can have a collection. You could have pieces that you've gotten over the years, and you could have your little background look to pretend and make it seem right that way. And then there's nothing wrong with it, right? It doesn't make you, not a collector per se. But when it comes to, a collecting community that is constantly collecting, that is constantly, accruing a collection, right? It's a different story. It's a different conversation, right? For example, also the a person who has to constantly sell, right, which is very common in the community, constantly sell their collections to buy the new stuff, right? People sell 2, 3, 4 figures to buy the new one figure, right? Very common. Does that make you a collector? How big can your collection possibly ever be if you're constantly selling one figure, 2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures to buy the new figure that you want, or the new product that's out, that's the new, and everybody has to talk about it, blah blah blah. Are you still a collector then? What do you think, Nefty?
Yeah, I mean, there are situations like you said. If you have an enormous amount of collection and you've had it for a couple of years now, and now you're pushing those product out to, or getting rid of those products so you can make room for the new one. That's one thing. I get it, but if you get the figure day one and day two you're selling it out, you know what I mean? That's kind of like, it doesn't fly for me.
TK59, thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. He says, what are you when you push a product for a company on every YouTube video for free? What do you mean for free? Meaning what? You're not getting anything out of it? Explain TK592. I want to know what you mean by that, because I feel like that's a good question and I want to get exactly what you mean. Cassandra says, Faz, where are you at? You are I'm upstairs. I'm not in the basement. That's why it looks like, looks like I'm in the toilet. Ernesto says, a professional collector really gets high on sniffing plastic and every polythene product in form of our nostalgic and favorite characters. Influencer, pour ice cold bucket for likes. Yep, that's a good point. Black Panther says, less is more. The influencer shills pay less, and then the scumbags flip them for more profit and screw over their viewers. Oh, that is a good point. That I never thought about that. That is very true, because usually, remember that they get and not usually, everybody, and I'm going to make this very clear. Every single person that gets an early anything gets a discount. Okay, not like, oh, we don't know. And I've said that. I said, oh, we don't know if they do. I can tell you they do. Okay, Why do they? Why are you so sure, Fab, that they get a discount? I'm going to tell you why. Because by them getting that figure early or that product early, that company, whoever it is, expects a positive review on that product. Therefore, you have to hook up your influencer to push that product for you. And how do you do that? You give them a discount and you send it to them first. Why? They're going to benefit from the views, but for being the first, right? They're going to make money for being the first. They're going to get, that YouTube money from being the first. They got the discount. Why? That's their reciprocation for getting that discount and that figure first for that company. Therefore, they can't say anything negative because guess what? Why me as a company would I ever send you more product ever again if you're going to bash my product? That's when you know it's a shit company, because you shouldn't be anti-criticism ever, no matter what it is. You could always improve. Hot Toys could always improve. They're at the top of their game and they could always improve. Why do I know that? Why do I say that? Why do I think that? Because they're constantly improving.
And I agree with Chad. I agree with Chad. That's what I was saying before. That the guy that's has a collection for a while, a figure for a while, and he moves it to make space for something new. That's one thing. But the guy that's getting it right now, and 2 minutes later he's selling it, and even now for profit, that's the one that I say is fugazi. So I agree with you, Chad.
Right. Well, and again, is it to make money? No, there's nothing wrong with making money. Is, again, to me, I'm not speaking for Chadwick. I'm just speaking for myself. The problem with me, for me, is you just made it seem like the figure was the best thing in the world. Why are you selling it? If you're a collector, right? If you're not an influencer or strictly an influencer, right? Which a lot of people feel like they don't want to be that. You're selling the figure. Collector collects. A collector is about collecting, right? If you're a collector, you're collecting, meaning you're constantly gathering. Constantly gathering. That's what collecting is. You're gathering, right? You're always gathering. You're not selling. That's not collecting. Collecting is not selling. Collecting, if you look at the definition in the dictionary, collect, nowhere on there does it say selling, right? Yeah. Collecting is gathering. You gather. The more you gather, the bigger collection, right? This is where the whole push of less is more came from, right? Yeah. Think about that. Think about how deep that goes. When have you ever seen anybody with a tiny collection going? Have you seen anything better than this? Have you ever seen anybody have more than 6 figures in their collection? It's ridiculous. It's retarded. It's stupid. And when I had this conversation, right, about this, when they were trying to demonize big collections, which is a big topic for me, because I wasn't going to be that one who was all of a sudden, oh, bigger collections, oh, shit, the hell out of here. You're out of your damn mind. So that right there, anytime you have to demonize something else to make yourself look better, there's your red flag right there. There's your sign right there that there's something wrong with those statements, right? So when, again, go on Guinness World Record, go on any big collecting, whether it's website, anything. Go on what's that show? What's that porn shop? The Pawn Stars, right? Yeah. Every time he had gone to anybody's home for a collection, to buy somebody's collection, it was never less is more. It was never, oh, I only have one here because this is my massive collection that you're going to buy, or I only have 3 pieces for my massive collection. It was never that, right? It was never, hey, you're buying a collection that less is more. It was never that. It was always a massive collection, because that's what collectors do. They don't sell their stuff to pretend anything. If you're collecting, you're gathering, you're collecting. You're not selling to show people anything. You're not buying to show off anything. That's not what collecting is. I'm going to say it again. Nobody has known me. I've been around for over a decade. Why doesn't nobody know me at all? Because I'm a collector. I don't need your opinion. I don't need your attention. I don't need your thoughts. I don't need anything from you. I'm collecting for myself, not for the public, not for YouTube, not for Instagram, not for YouTubers, not for nobody. That's a collector. The collector does it for themselves, for the passion, for the love. not for attention. That's why you guys never knew who I was, because I don't care. Well, I'm collecting for myself. People go out of their way to put down my collection. Oh, it's too crowded. That's not a. It's none of your business. That's not yours. You'll never own what I own. You'll never have as much as I have. So you can hate on it all you want. It doesn't affect me that I have more than you. Keep your less is more collection. That's your problem. It doesn't affect me. So when anybody tried, and they tried it, to put down my collection, good for you. Be miserable that you don't have half or a third or an eighth of what I own, right? So that's where that comes in, right? But I don't ever let that affect me, because I know what reality is and I live in reality. Let me see, what else are you guys saying real quick? Do you have anything to say about that, Nifty?
No, again, I agree with Chad. It was what I had said before. The guy that's getting rid of his figures to make room for new ones is one thing, but the guy that's getting it right now and 2 days later, and as I've learned from you, getting it most likely cheaper and then selling it for a profit and burning other people in the community, that's not cool.
Well, that's that to a certain extent, as an influencer, as a YouTuber, you have to. You have to. If you're involved in that type of deal with any company, one way or another, you're misleading somebody if you're not honest. And nobody's honest, because everybody says this is perfect, this is perfect, this is perfect, this is perfect, this is perfect. Brad says, let's see, Fabs on the pushing a load. This guy, unreal. Joker just said Fabs needs a hug. It would have been nice for you to give me a hug if you showed up, peasant. Unbelievable. Exotic car fan, car facts, welcome. He says, the only question Kit Chen should be asking is, who do you like better? Those that pre-order or those who cancel their pre-orders and get on our D's back?
Oh, shit.
Exactly. Those are the worst. Those are the worst type of peasants in the community. My God. Uncarded says they not like Kendrick Lamar fabbing, probably. Yeah, no, and the thing is, I never went out talking about, oh, my collection's better than yours, my collection's bigger. Never, because it's a personal thing, right? You want to have a lot, you have a lot. You want to have a little, you have a little. If you can't afford a lot, you can't afford a lot. If you could only afford a little, then you afford a little. It's not a problem. It's not a competition. When they tried to make it a competition, that's when I said, wait a minute, less is more what? Less is more what? That's when they try to like make fun of it, take it turn into the joke, try to put down the big collections. Because I'm not talking about they did try to do it to me. No, but I'm one of the people who has a massive collection. Mike has a massive collection. Nefty has a massive collection. Joker J has a massive. We all have big collections. So just because you have 6 pieces, right, doesn't mean your collection is better than a bigger collection. Absolutely not happening. Absolutely not a real thing in life. Okay? A collection of 6 pieces is not better than a collection of 100 pieces. Whatever it is that you're collecting. Okay? Because obviously you're collecting something rare, you're collecting something that not everybody has. That's what makes that collection special, right? You're not collecting paper cups, right? You're not collecting plastic bags, right? You're collecting things that not everybody has. So that's what makes it special. So if you have 100 of these special things, your 100 special things are better than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 special things, right? So that's why I wasn't going to put up with that nonsense with less is more. Get the fuck out of here. We got Big Dog in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Woo! Let's see who else is making a comment here. Make sure that you take some zinc. Oh, yes, true. If it's viral, you gotta. Well, if it's viral, yes, the zinc. If it's not a viral, if it's bacterial, then zinc is not gonna do much for you. Let's see. Well, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 46 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. And I apologize for last night. Yeah, no, they're not here. They're not here because it's Sunday. They're here because of the conversation. Let's see. We got Joe. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Let's see who else is in the house. Anybody else? Anybody else? Ernesto says, let's see. He says, Nefty, you were in Bats VIP. No number. That is for peasants.
And that's you're gonna give me hot water, bro.
Oh man.
The things are hot right now. The Jazz thing, bro. Give me hot water, bro.
Oh my god.
Fabs told me I don't need a vest. I gotta be in a bunker.
Joe said, "Hey Nefty, do you eat pets? Where are you from?"
I asked him. I told him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is great. That is great. Chadwick says, I like to pre-order figures on a live stream and then cancel them within 24 hours to get my money back for whack. For whack when I'm chilling on the corner. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Unreal. Joker J says, we require proof, no speculation, sir. Let somebody send me an invoice of their order, whether it's InArt or whether it's Jazz Inc., and there will be your proof, my friend. Obviously, I don't have it, but they have it. So you could send a chain email to your favorite YouTubers and influencers and see who responds with their invoice back, and that's your response right there. Because if there's no discount and there's no deal and it should be transparent. It should be everybody, every influencer that ever got any first batch anything or first or test batch or anything early they should all be posting their invoices to show everybody, hey, look, we're being fair, we're being honest, we don't get any benefit from this, we don't get any discount from this. This is what we do it to give you guys our honest opinions. Guess what? That'll never happen. It'll never happen, and that's never going to happen because they all get a discount for that garbage. Joe says, I would never get an early product just in case, or most likely have a problem and have to correct. Well,
you know what? I gotta say something.
Depends on the product.
I'm taking that approach lately with not with what I already have, but going forward, I'm gonna start waiting things out just to see products that come out in hand and what people are saying. Especially like if I start buying like dioramas and stuff like that, just to be smarter consumer, not get caught up, because then you got the whole drama of, okay, now I lost my NRD and this that. So that makes sense what Joe's saying.
Let me see who else is in here. We got Jerry. Welcome, my friend. I feel like I haven't seen you on a stream in forever. Welcome. He says, when I was a video store clerk, I was an influence on folks and what they rented. Key was honesty. Thank you. If I didn't give honest opinions, people wouldn't rent deep cuts when all the new releases were out. There you go. You always have to be honest when you're dealing with public or you're dealing with the public. Anytime somebody may possibly get affected in a negative way for whatever reason, you have to be honest. You have to be honest. There's no way around it. There's no, oh, well, I didn't know, or, well, I missed. There's no such thing. Okay.
And you know what? And any type of business, when you establish that type of integrity, people come back to you because you was honest. You called it down the middle,
Well, that's what you would expect, right? That's what you expect. But for example, my situation here, right? I've been honest from day one. I've been telling you guys how it is and how it's been and how it was going to be from day one, right? And the reason why I don't have, 300 people watching me is because, like I said, my collection size irks people and kills them. My personality irks people and kills them. My delivery irks people and kills them. People can't handle honesty. People can't handle truth. A lot of people live in la la land, right? They live in this fake reality that they think, whatever they think, right? So when people are knocked down from those clouds, they get upset, they get bitter, they get hurt. And again, I'm not here to make anybody happy. I'm not here to have, 300 miserable people watching me. I don't care about that. As you can see, we've built up a nice core group of people, right? I get, 30. My normal standard number is in the 30s. Very happy with that. For those who remember, were watching me back then, I had 10s and 12s in the beginning, right? So no channel has given me any clout, right? I haven't had to go ask Justin to come on my channel so he could give me clout. I haven't had to go ask Jetta to come stream with me to give me clout like a lot of channels did, right? Because they figured, hey, we can't do this ourselves without having to go be scumbags with other people who are scumbags in the community, right? I would never do that. If it takes me 10 years to get 300 people watching me, guess what? I'll take the 10 years because I'd rather do it the right way with good people, good quality people. Everybody who's a channel member of my channel, guys, if you haven't joined, think about it because it's amazing. Everybody who has joined my channel, everybody who's in the private chat, what it is, right? It's all good people in there, at least so far. I haven't seen anything shady. I haven't seen anything weird, anything bad, right? Doesn't mean that there may not be people who are like that in the group chat or anything. But as of right now, I am very happy with everybody who has joined. I'm very happy with we all get along. Nobody has problems. Nobody has issues. Nobody hates each other. We all talk about collecting and figures. That's it, because that's what it should be about.
And even when
right? So
I get beat up,
I'm happy about. I don't who don't.
And even when I get beat up for the Jazz Inc. thing, it's with love, man. By the way, real quick,
right? Exactly. My God, guys, we go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick. Ash Chase is asking, where are the Deadpool figures?
I'll get to it. So so that's the thing, right? We abuse Nefty in the chat. Yes. We abuse him with the jazzing. Again, it's all joking. It's all we all like each other. We're all messing around, right? So I am so happy that everybody who chose to join the channel, to join my channel and be a member, a paying member at that. I couldn't ask for better people at all, right? Whoever, obviously, there's, I believe one person didn't want to join the chat for whatever reason. And that's okay. But besides that, everybody's welcome to join the chat. Obviously, the members. But that's the thing, right? You don't need to be. We don't need to be scumbags, right? I don't need to be lying to them about anything. I don't need to be making up things to benefit for what? Why do I need to lie? Why do I need to hurt somebody for me to benefit? Why do I need to affect somebody negatively for me to benefit? I can't do that. I don't do that. I don't need to do that. Clearly, others do. And that's their problem, but don't come off like you're helping the community, like you're doing the community a favor, because you're not. Rudy, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Am I a collector? I don't think so, my friend. I think just because you have Ripley and the Power Loader from 1966, it doesn't mean that. Rudy! No, Rudy, you would be considered peasant collecting, okay? Peasant collecting.
Rudy, the real deal, Holyfield.
Joker J says they're a professional leaser.
Oh, wow. Imagine that. You get a lease?
Oh my God. Collecting isn't a profession unless you're selling. It's a hobby, like me collect. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Do that, Brad.
And how I would take also the whole professional collector is when people are sending you figures for free. You know what I mean? I feel like when you do anything as a professional, you're getting paid, right? Anytime you put the professional, that title of professional next to anybody's name or anybody, tells me that they're getting paid for whatever that profession is, right? So to call somebody a professional collector, right? To me, it's like people are paying you to collect. Therefore, they're sending you free things for your collection because they value your opinion that much from your experience of collecting for so many years, right? That's what I think a professional collector is, right? Obviously, I am not that. I'm just a diehard collector, Hot Toys collector at that. 1/6 scale collector more specifically, right? I have quarter scale, but my thing is 1/6 mostly. And so I love my hobby. I love collecting. I love Hot Toys, and that's it, right? I've never gotten paid to collect, right? Nobody ever sent me anything for free to review because they value my opinion. I've just been around for that long, and that's it, right? Some of you guys value my opinion. Some of you guys asked for my opinion many, many times over the years, which is great, right? But you ask me for my opinion because you know that it comes from a place that I don't need to lie to you to benefit from anything. Period. You can't do that with other people because they're going to push you to buying something that will benefit them. Jerry says, so you can be a hobbyist and an influencer, but gotta be honest, like a film critic. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with the YouTubing. There's nothing wrong with any of it. Why can't you be honest? Why do you need to lie to your public?
There's a lot of influencers in other types of genres, collectings and stuff, and they give a whole spiel at the beginning of their videos saying, you know, this is a sponsor video, this is whatever, and they call it honest. Even they say, I got this product, I'm gonna call it down the middle, and sometimes in the video you'll see that it's a shit item and it doesn't pass their quality test, and you know they move on.
The Thor, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Nice to see you. I almost asked you to stream, but I was like, oh, he's probably busy, so I didn't bother. Ash says, I have a lot. I'm a collector. Ash, I have a feeling that your collection is less is more. You know? Can you imagine, Ash? Is your collection less is more? Oh man. Okay. Who said? Nobody, my friend. Kitchen had a great post, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great post here. Let me have this conversation." Again, there's nothing hot tours going on, so why not? You know. And I missed the stream last night, so I figured let me give them. And I told you guys. What did I tell you guys in the chat? I'll make it fun next time. And here we are. See, I didn't even lie to you guys. Bob says, guys woke up and chose this fine church Sunday.
Oh, man.
No, how's this violence? See, this is a prime example of somebody who can't handle my tone. See, the fact that he's saying I'm being violent for speaking my mind, that's a problem. That's a problem. Why is it okay for everybody to have to do my tone, right? With my own tone, it's a problem. Unreal. Peasants. Let's see. Ash says, who are you, Faz? You need a hug again. Oh my God. You guys are the worst. Oh my God. Joe says, so your pets are saved there, nephew.
Yeah, I live in Orange County, New York. Yeah.
Oh my God. The Thor says, it's not a competition, but I have more. It's not a competition, but I have more. Oh my God. No, it's 100% true. I let me tell you something. I'm gonna prove your point right now. The reason why this has never been a competition for me is because of the fact that it's been for me. If it was about competition, I would have been posting my stuff from day one, shoving my collection down your throats from day one, which I never have. If you notice, I don't really post in groups that much. I never did really. I did for a little bit, then I stopped again. I always post in my group. I post on my Instagram, my TikTok. I post on my Reddit. I post on my what's the other one? That other Instagram one, whatever it is. So that's it, right? I don't go around shoving down your throat. I don't go around saying I have the best collection in the world. I don't go around saying I have the best collection at all. You guys gave me those titles. You guys said all these things. Never came out of my mouth. But I will always tell you how many figures I have because it's a fact. I am proud of that fact. I spent all that money over those years for that fact. So why wouldn't I own it? Why wouldn't I be proud of that? Right? I don't need to go around telling people less is more because I earned that. I earned that. Whatever title I was given by anybody in the community regarding my collection, I earned it. Right? I wasn't trying to, force anybody to give me a title or give me any attention or give me anything. No, because that's why I was to myself for over 10 years. because I don't need anybody's attention. I don't need anybody's approval. I don't need anybody's anything. I did it for me, not for anybody. And that's what people don't understand. People now collect for other people. They collect for YouTube. They collect for pictures, and then they sell. There's a lot of people in the community who are involved in these streams. They don't even collect. Okay, that's a fact. Maybe they owned a certain type of figure. Maybe they like the channel. That's it. Guaranteed. You may have, a few Hot Toys, 2, 3, constantly collecting. Guaranteed. Nothing wrong with it. But people pretend. That's the problem. The pretending part. They pretend they're balls deep in this hobby. They pretend that they know everything about the hobby, that they're so involved in the hobby. They feel like by being involved in all these streams, they know everything that's going on in the hobby. I don't watch anybody, and I'm still collecting. So I don't need to be involved in anything to know anything. Because if we're collecting, why do I need to be watching anybody to collect? We're in a collecting community. That's what matters. Collecting. Not YouTubing, not selling, collecting, gathering, collecting. Let's see who else. Joker just says it's a big collection energy. This guy. Brad says, I have 6 pieces, less is more.
Love that, Brad.
Oh my god. That is so. Ash says, Fab, sorry. This guy. Oh my god. Ash, I can't wait. I can't wait to rub it in your face, Ash. Just wait. Just wait. Because let me tell you something. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. Oh my god. Jerry says, need not to resell self-destructing figs to keep it honest. Yep. No hope of financial gain. Nefty. Nefty is my influencer. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way,
Oh
you
my
mentioned
god.
Jazz Inc. You saw the news right this morning, or actually it was from this.
No,
morning.
what happened?
They posted.
What happened?
I did not see the stream where this is coming from yesterday because I was busy. But apparently, in some substance, I'm just gonna paraphrase. If you're not happy with the 89, get in contact with him and he'll give you a full refund. But the statement further stated that I guess he mentioned that yesterday, and since then no one has contacted him to get a refund. And in the letter he wrote, he mentioned, I guess the number is 2,500. Is it because people were asking what's the end number? So it's about 2,500 people purchased the 89. And so basically he was saying, listen, I put this offer on the table. If you want your money, you can get your money 100%. But as of now, no takers. And I know it's only been 24 hours. Usually,
well, if you when was his video? When was his video put out? When was his video put out?
The video was done yesterday afternoon at 12 o'clock. It was part of a stream he did with the other guys. I haven't watched
it. Okay. They'll be emails. There'll be emails.
Was from this morning. The statement was from this morning.
Right.
When he stated that.
There'll be emails. So, just give it time. Just give it time. Yeah. There'll be emails.
Yeah, I would say 48.
Let me tell you something. It's very unsettling, very, very unsettling to know that you're paying $1,000 because it's not $2,500, so it's $1,000. It's very unsettling that you're spending $1,000 on the Jazz Inc. 89 vehicle, right? To know or expect that there will most likely be issues with it. Why would I continue to make payments on something that I know for a fact will have issues? Because he even said it. He said, we've been having these same issues from the 66, the 22. He said it. Right, the molds. It's a vehicle. So that's my point. So why would anybody be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I want my crap for $1,000. I want my crap. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So believe me when I tell you, they're gonna be emails. We got Barry in the house. Welcome, my friend. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. We got Chris in the house. He said, poor here. This guy, unbelievable. Welcome, my friend. TK421 says, I like the authenticity of this channel. Proper collection. Thank you, my friend. Guys, if you haven't checked out this channel, TK421 Collectibles, this guy, okay, he is the biggest YouTuber, okay, in our chat, okay? You think this guy says, hey, let me bring you on my channel. Let me give you some clout, okay? This guy posts a video. He gets 2,000 views in the first 20 minutes, okay? And you would think, hey, Fab, let's help you out. Let's give you some clout that nobody ever did before. Let me bring you on so we could show you how the bangers and mash are made on live. So that selfish. All for yourself.
Blimey.
We got Talia. Welcome, my friend. He says, I've been collecting fashion dolls for years. Fashion dolls. And I've also sold some of them because I'm a collector. And these dolls just didn't get the attention they deserve here. Still call myself. Yeah, no. Again,
absolutely.
You can call yourself whatever you want. The problem is pretending. It's the pretending that I have the issue with. It's not about calling yourself anything, right? Because you know that I don't know that you're a collector, but you know that. So of course you're gonna call yourself a collector, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. Nobody can question that. But when it's clear and obvious that you're calling yourself something that you're clearly not, that's the problem. That's the issue. That's what creates the problems. It's titling yourself to something that you're not.
Look at this. I collect challenge coins. Right here. Challenge coins.
You collect what?
Challenge coins.
Oh, nice. Wait, let me pull that up. Hold on.
You know? Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Challenge coins. There you go. From various units that I worked in the police department.
Oh, this is
these are like they're big things. You know, a big deal. It comes from the military. I'm not too sure the whole story with challenge coins in the military, but the concept is a military concept. You know, so you know, and people tend to display them on walls.
Lefty, we didn't want to.
Yeah,
we didn't want to see your informant badges. Okay, unbelievable. We have. Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! We got. Let's see. Let's see who else is in the house. Joker J. Pull it up. There we go. Ticket for a collector. Check out his. Yes, he just put up his Tauntaun video. Unbelievable. Like I said, he puts a video. This is how selfish this guy is. Okay, this is how selfish this guy is. I said, hey, why don't you just post in the group? I said, whenever you make a video, share it in the group. I'll tag everybody on it. You know what he does? Nothing. That's how selfish. He said he wants to keep his videos for himself. That's how selfish that guy is. He don't even want to share in my group. Okay. Rudy's cracking up. I don't know about what. Oh my god. So how about the mod tours? Oh my god. Yeah, no one sending me that present toys Dom Toretto for free. Oh my god. All right. Oh no, wait. I thought we caught up. Bear with me, guys. This computer's from 1966. Hold on one second. Let's see. Oh my god, this thing's so damn slow. Why is this happening to me? Guys, bear with me, okay?
Who's that?
Joker J, welcome.
Hey, what's up, Joker J? I can't see him with the
J in the house.
Hey, the big R here.
What's
yeah,
up?
I'm trying to remove it. But this is this is Windows 7. Okay, this is Windows 7.
This is truly a peasant stream.
Joker J, literally. Oh my god.
I woke up. And you're
This
like,
is
"Come on,
horrible. I don't
come
even
on
know
the
why I
show, we're
bothered. When
doing
I
the
get
show." I was awake like 10
yeah,
minutes,
no, I
and
was
he's
trying to
like,
get
"Come
some
on the
people
show." I'm
together,
like,
but it
"What?"
was. We got Harold in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. All right, Joker Jet, your take on Kit's comment. Go.
Go. What do you want to know about it? I don't even know what the hell this means. I
So,
didn't
like,
know what it meant.
well, that
What,
was my thing, right? But like, so it's that. So who do you like better, right? Professional collector like yourself, or an influencer like not yourself?
for what? What is he asking? Do we like the term better? Do we think that that term fits certain people better? What
Um,
I don't understand what the freaking question is.
I guess
Professional collector.
I guess you
I
could start by
let's
defining.
pretend. Let's pretend. Let's
I'll give you. We're on a massive delay here. So I'll
go ahead,
I'll give
Nephew.
you I'll give you my idea of what this thing is.
Yeah.
Professional collector to me is somebody that is linked in with these companies. Like the stream I was watching yesterday, the guy says, I get a lot of my stuff for free. That's professional collecting. He's linked in with companies. They give him things for free to
Correct.
try out or to help
Yep.
push the product. That's a professional collector. An influencer is somebody that has a massive following and people go to them with promotions to use them for clicks or for views on their product. It's slightly different, but there is a difference there. As far as the collecting community, these terms don't apply to any of us, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think the only person that has a big enough thing that you could say would even be an influencer would be Justin. I don't think anybody else even applies.
Commander Green.
That's a good point. That's a great point. I mean, I agree with everything you said because you know I believe the same. Harold says, "Hey, Fab, do you need my this guy? Unbelievable. No respect. No respect. We got Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Let me see. All right, I think we're caught. All right, good. So now, Nefty,
Yes.
how would you define? Because that's what you were talking about. How would you define these terms?
Well, I always thought as an influencer with a large gathering, but they're getting a benefit on the back end. I didn't think much of a professional collector like Joker Jay said, but hearing it, it makes sense. I just thought of a professional collector as an individual that's getting no benefit at all, and he's just collecting out of the passion of his heart. You know, collecting the teacups, collecting cars. But there is grounds for what Joker said, that you can have. Joker Jay said you can have a professional collector gaining benefits up front about it and calling it down the middle. So I guess you can define a professional collector in two manners. The way I said, in which he gets no benefit and he's in it for the love and the passion, collecting cars, collecting hubcaps, what have you, or the professional that's getting a benefit in the back end, but he's upfront about it, whether it's good or bad, the product at the end of his review. You know, and an influencer basically will be an individual.
Jay, question for you. Finish, Nefty, finish. I was on a delay.
And an influencer, kind of like what Jay said, big backing of individuals, and they're getting a benefit straight up from the back end of the product they're reviewing.
Albert, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Jay, oh my God, what was I going to ask Jay?
I was talking about the definition. You was going to jump in there or something?
Were you going to say something, Jay? I felt like you were going to. Yeah, no, it was something else that he had mentioned earlier.
I have stuff
when
about
it comes
jazz.
to, go ahead.
So, number one, somebody did show receipts that they paid in full for theirs, and I understand where you're coming from. It's a rational thought to think that people would get discounts, and maybe somebody did, but you got to tend to, well, you don't have to, but I tend to stray away from speculation and just go with what the facts are. And the facts are they got these things as a test batch. And the mistake was made with the YouTube guys wanting to show this thing as a review. That's where everything went wrong. Because upon hearing Yost's explanation for all of this, it all seems very reasonable. They had run their own testing, then they shipped it out to people. Again, I disagree that he should get the community involved in this regard, but that's on him to do what he wants. It's his company. So upon sending this stuff to people to see what they were going to get and what problems that they couldn't predict were going to arise, problems did arise. So now you would say, as the owner of the company, okay, if you're going to do a review, wait and I'll send you a product because we've made these corrections. That's what the test is for, so that we can make these corrections last minute. So then we'll make the corrections, send you back another one, and you do a review. And that's where between the two things of people wanting to put up a review of a test batch and him sending another one to be reviewed gets conflated, and then it becomes there's some sort of shenanigans going on. But it's just it doesn't seem to have been that way at all. It just seems to be that, like, it doesn't seem to be that he's trying to deceive anybody. It just, the test batch was never meant to be reviewed. And this I blame directly on the influencer, whatever you want to call, the people with the channels, because they rush to get this stuff out because they want to show you they got it. They want to get the clicks. They want to be the first. It's a race to be first with this stuff. That's what it always is. So that's where the blame really lies. It doesn't really lie on Yost. Now, where the blame lies, the problems with Yost is he's getting testy with people. He's emailing back these things that sound kind of cold, and he's, you know what I mean? That's a bit odd. I get that it's stressful, but he, again, stop working hand in hand with all the people. You can't satisfy everyone. People are going to be mad over anything. They're paying a lot of money for this stuff. They expect it perfect. And along that note too, something I thought about yesterday. I said, he started off as a little company in his garage. And this is why I always gave him a pass before, because I expect a smaller company with less employees to have more problems. So I said, okay, if you get a vehicle with an issue, you could kind of expect it, because he's basically a model builder in his garage, building models and then doing it for other people at a reasonable cost. The reason that thing costs so much is because he's as small as he is. If he was a company like Hot Toys, he could mass produce these things much, much cheaper. That's just the reality of business. But so he started off as a small company. I gave him a lot of leeway. Like I said, my Batmobile 66 did not come in without issues, but all of them
like Mike
fit.
does.
They fit the like what he was talking about with how he tested his products yesterday. It jives with how my Batmobile 66 came in. There was some corrosion on some metal, but it was stuff that I didn't need. So I got a good product, but there were issues. Okay. So now it's older. He's got a bigger shop. He's shown you he's got a bigger place. He flaunts that, and he flaunts the licensing. So now people immediately are putting him in a category with bigger companies like Hot Toys because of what he's talking about, how he's growing. But the reality is he's still not there. He's still a small company, still employing family members to do jobs that probably should be sourced out to people that are more, in a better position to do that. I don't know. I love that it's a father and son company, but maybe having your father who's older doing painting isn't a good idea, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the mistake a lot of us are making as well. And not to be an apologist, I try to walk down the middle of the line, and I see things for what they are. So I think people have a right to complain. I think if they don't want dents in their molding, even though they're minor, they have a right to complain about it. But I also think people have to understand, and this is what I knew going into it with him, there is the risk of getting products that are not perfect because of the size of the company, because of the way he operates. And we all know that going into it. So if you order with Jazz Inc. and you have a good experience, it's on you. If you have a bad experience,
I don't think everybody knows that, though.
Well, not new people don't know that, but you know my take on new people. I don't
think
care.
everybody knows that, though.
You got to
Right.
dive in and get your feet wet, and you're going to get burned on some things, and you're going to learn like I did and everybody else did. I'm not here to protect new collectors like everybody
Right.
else wants to. That's not my job.
Right.
Say something real quick, Brad.
Well, I try to look out for people as much as I can. Go ahead.
Real quick, Brad, if you're listening, tell him,
Go ahead,
Joker,
Nancy.
preach on, Joker.
No,
Brad,
I'm
you
just trying
listening to this? You
And I am
listening
going to
to
say,
this?
and I am going
Let's
I am going to
go.
say one thing. I am going to say one thing. I am going to say one thing. I am going to say one thing. Joker J, just because you sold one invoice that doesn't show a discount doesn't mean they all didn't discount. Number two,
right, but I
Caleb, how are you, my friend? Welcome. And then he also says, I said on this post that the only professional collector is Howard Chan himself and Fabs. Imagine. Oh my God. I would love for him to send me my figures directly. Oh my God. That
Look
would be
what
great.
Brad posted.
No,
Look what
but
Brad
Joker
posted.
J, you made great points. Great points. Great points, 100%. Joker's my guy. Fab is
get me in trouble, Brad. What are you doing?
No, again, what Jay said, 100%. He's his take on that is very fair. I agree with what he said, 100%. Again, how he views things is his way. How I view things is my way. What he said
Yeah,
is 100% correct, right? Maybe hiring stuff,
but
right? No
wait a
good.
minute.
Again,
Hold on.
it looks cool and it looks good when it's a family business. Go ahead.
This is a big thing, and you just hit on it right there. Your opinion is your opinion, and mine is mine. And that goes for other
Correct.
YouTubers who talk about things like gatekeeping and that crap. It's like, look, this person over here,
Right.
Fobs or whoever that you don't agree with, they have their own opinion. Just like you have an opinion that,
Yep.
some of these other like do-gooder YouTube type people want to tell you how responsibility to the community and da 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 da. I don't feel any responsibility to the community. This community doesn't exist without my phone. Like, unless I literally go looking for it. I'm here to collect. I'm on a show where I get to
That's
give
not
my
true.
opinion. Like, I'm not here to protect anybody. We're all adults here. If you have a credit card, you're an adult. If you're going to order this stuff, you're an adult. Make your own decisions. I'm not here to protect you. And I'm not a bad person because of it. I'm a great person.
No.
I have tons of friends, real
Right.
close friends. I can prove with my track record in life I'm a good person. I don't need to expound upon that in verbally with people to show them that. I don't need to make these proclamations that other people are bad and I'm good. That's BS. The reality is we're all humans. We all see things differently.
Check.
And Fabs, for all his vitriol, has his own point of view. Even as his friend, do I think sometimes he gets too far with it? Yeah, but that's his mind. It's not for me to tell him he's wrong. I can just sit here and talk. This is the way we talk offline.
Correct.
I tell him what I think. He respects it or doesn't, and I listen to what he thinks, and I respect it or don't, and we get on with life. So I just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people make it out to be
Right.
like
Exactly.
they talk about how you shouldn't have a hive mind with your negativity, yet they have a hive mind with their positivity. And I try to ride in the middle and say, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong with that BS. Stand in the middle and look around. If you can argue with
Right.
yourself and make a valid point, your opinion's on shaky ground. You have to argue. You have to argue both sides in your head before you make an opinion on things. That's the way I live.
Yeah. Brad just posted. He heard a dog
That is
barking.
very true.
Brad said he heard a dog barking. He says, keep it away from Springfield.
This guy.
Brad,
Unbelievable.
you're on
We got
fire,
Sean in the
Brad.
house.
Oh,
Welcome, my
Nightmare,
friend.
what's
Thank you
up?
for being here. Happy Sunday. Ernesto, look at Ernesto's comment.
Brad.
Breakfast is barking.
Brad.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on.
Aha.
I just got this. That's it.
Okay.
At that number,
Oh my
I
God.
believe
Are you framing it? Are you
first
framing it?
I put it on I do put it on a what do they call those block acrylics right next to the vehicles. So I do
Slab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And one,
Can we
and
talk
one
about
thing I
that
wanted to
too?
say to Joker's point also, everybody, yeah, hold on. one thing that you mentioned was, our opinions. The problem with the community is, and a lot of the YouTubers, they want to hear their opinions coming out of your mouth. That's the problem. And when they don't hear that, they get all butthurt about it. You know what I mean? That's why they can't handle somebody else's opinion but theirs, right? And one thing, when we talk about responsibility of the community, right? At the end of the day, is anybody responsible? No. But I choose to step in and look out for the people who spend their time with me, money with me, right? Who like being around me, who like watch streams. That's why I feel the responsibility to look out for people, like, right, for people who make time for me. Why wouldn't I do my best to look out for them? Obviously, not everybody's responsible, or anybody's responsible for anybody, but I do that because if I can save somebody from getting ripped off, getting bad product, getting whatever, just because of, from experience, just because of what I hear, what I see, pointing out things that maybe somebody else didn't see, didn't notice. That's why I take that responsibility. Again, am I responsible? Absolutely not. But I choose to walk that line because of the fact that, again, being around so long, I know my mentality is different than everybody else's mentality, which we all have different mentalities. So my take on things could be different. Again, just like Joker just said, his views on things are completely different than mine. Doesn't mean I'm wrong, right? But if I see something that I feel, right, or I think may cause a problem for somebody, I'm going to sound the alarm. Guess what? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm is necessary to look out for, again, for my people. That's it.
And you and I have talked. Your background explains a lot about your character and how you view things in life. Just like knowing where I come from explains a lot about why my brain processes information the way it does. And everybody's got their own story. And everybody these days is all soft and into everybody's story. Everybody's got their truth. Well, okay, so this is his truth. Okay. So I see a lot of I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that with that in regard to that. I think I said enough. Get to know people, don't
Ivan, my friend, welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here.
But let's
absolutely. Caleb says, go ahead.
Right. Yes. Caleb says it perfectly right here. You can't have one without the other. If Fabs went away, who would you guys have to complain about? So shut up. So anyway, so this is funny.
Imagine.
So this is funny now with this jazzing thing, and not to stoke the fires, but I saw
oh no. Let's go.
I paid off my 66, and I saw I got the batch was number 4 out of 4. So I said, well, in one regard, I'm good because I'll have worked the kinks out by then. But I said, in another regard, I said, I ordered this thing day one. Why am I in the last batch? So I went back and I looked at the dates. I said, did I order it day one? Well, he put it up for sale on June 9th. I ordered on June 10th. So less than 24 hours later, I ordered Ernesto, only from you, buddy. I ordered and I ordered it and somehow ended up at last in line. So how does that happen? Now, I'm not saying there's some conspiracy or something. I'm just wondering what the hell. So I said, all right, maybe it's because I put it on a payment plan and he doesn't slot you in until it's fully paid off because some people cancel. But now, Nefty, you're telling me no, you put it on a payment plan as well.
Yeah, and where do you see the batch number? Because I see my expected shipping date is January 31st. So what, in a couple of months? But my question is, how do you find out what batch number is? Because I'm fully paid off and I had a payment plan.
It should be below that. It should be, if your first batch is January, second batch is February, third is March, fourth is April.
I am first batch based on the date that it says January 31st. Okay. Now I was looking for the word batch. That's why, but it's based on the month. Okay. Yeah. No. Joker J, I did order. Here it says January 9th, but I remember I was on the live stream when it went live that day. So right from the live stream, I ordered.
Okay, so I factored that in. I said either it's payment plans, but no, it's not payment plans. So then I said, okay, if I'm last in line, I could see if I'm fourth batch out of sixth or seventh batch. But what this information says to me is that, okay, if I ordered in within 24 hours, let's even for his sake blow it up to 48 hours. That's
Okay.
12 hours. That would make, say he's selling 2,000. Would you say 2,000 of these is reasonable he's making?
Yeah, because
Would say,
I see that his current number is 2,500 for the 89. So I'm thinking it's somewhere in that 2,000.
okay, so we'll use that as our base number, 2,000. So that means within a 24-hour period or a 48-hour period, 2 days, he would have to have sold 500 units per every 12 hours in order for me to get in on day 2 and end up in the fourth batch. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because it says first come, first serve right on the website.
Yes.
So you're slotted in, you're not in a queue. So I find it hard to believe that 1,500 people ordered on day 1 and then another 500 people ordered on day 2, and somehow I ended up in with that batch. That seems to me kind of crazy, because you're telling me you got all your orders within 2 days, all 2,000 orders. There's no stragglers. He always talks about how much waitlist stuff there is. So there should be a fifth and a sixth and a seventh batch. There should be somebody after day 2. You're telling me nobody ordered day 3 and on? Nobody else has placed an order? Just I'm in the last 500 people on day 2 that placed an order. See what I'm saying? Like that, the math isn't driving. So then I'm like, I got to ask Nefty and other people, because I can't piece together. And I don't really care, like I said, because I'm going to get better quality the later in batch it is.
Yes.
But it just made me wonder what's up with that, because all the eyes are on Jazz lately.
And Joker J, I would say that a lot of the purchasers probably have the 66 vehicle. Not necessarily guaranteed, because you can have an individual just buying the bike. And for product, this bike, I think it's not going to have the shipping nightmares that a big vehicle has. Because at the end, this is a small box. It's easier to protect versus a big, vehicle as normally when it comes.
But it's also got like handlebars and that little thing on the back of Robin's the sidecar. There's things that are might break.
And it says, what is it, full die cast or as much die cast as possible? Because obviously the wheels are not going to be die cast.
And another thing about that, and again, this is just being factual and trying to look at things objectively. I'm not trying to call Yost out. I like the guy. I like his company. I order from him. As long as he keeps doing good by me, I'll keep doing good by him. We're cool. But he says,
well, man, preach on, bro. Don't stop. Keep it going.
Uncarded. Yeah, I know.
Let's go.
He's got a big spoon. Uncarded.
Jay, question for you.
Yeah.
Jay, question for you.
Yeah.
Now, hearing you say that you're getting the last batch, are you really confident that receiving the last batch for you will be a good thing and will hopefully, your vehicle will hopefully come with no issue whatsoever? Like, are you really expecting this?
I would agree.
No, I'm just hopeful.
No, I would agree. All the kinks are worked out by the time you get it.
I think the odds skew better as you get later in the batches, but I don't feel safe at all. But here's another thing too. So I said on the last stream, he's at like an 85% failure rate. That's only because I'm seeing a lot of, now that's, again, I'm not a statistician. I'm just throwing these numbers out there. Okay, sometimes I can speak hyperbolically. I wasn't saying he literally has an 85% rate. That's on me. I got to learn not to do that on a stream. It's different than a normal conversation. Okay. But what I meant is,
I do it all the time.
For all this, right. But people hold on to that though, and then they try to prove you wrong. And it's like, I understand that. And from a debate standpoint, that's the bad thing to do. So I got to stop doing that. But my point was this: if he sends out 40 test batches and I see 8 pictures that say something's wrong, or 8 comments on posts or this or that, 8 out of 40 is more than less than 1%, which is what he claims his failure rate is. And then let's go do the math. If he makes 2,000 cars, and what's 1% of 2,000 cars? 20. So you're saying out of 2,000 units, only 20 cars have an issue? Now that I doubt, because I see over the lifespan of a car more than 20 complaints online. So I think he's skewing that number in his favor, kind of like I skewed the number in our favor last week. I don't think that he's being 100% accurate on that. There's definitely room for improvement in quality control. Otherwise, we would not all be talking about it. Not everybody is just overreacting and looking for drama and clicks. There's a reason we talk about these things.
Or
Do I
lying,
also
or
believe?
lying, or lying.
Well, that's where you and I disagree. I don't, but you had that conversation about maliciousness and what means a lie and all that. So I ain't gonna go back down that path.
Well,
But
no, that's what he said. That's what Yost posted that. He said people are lying on him. I shared the comment that he posted.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there we go. That's what I'm saying. Like, what does he consider a lie? Does he consider that I said 85% failure rate? Would he consider that a lie? Probably. So I'm here to say that it's not a lie. I just shouldn't have said it like that. But I don't think anybody was lying. Nobody's making things up. Well, I can think of one instance where somebody's accusing him of using a proper way of putting things together that he said he's not. So maybe somebody out there is lying, but I don't know. I think there's blame to go around, all around with this situation. It got real messy real quick, but I do, like I said, I don't know. I just wonder certain things about him sometimes. Like I think he oversells. Maybe I should just leave it at that. I think that's where a lot of this gets into trouble. He's still small, but wants to be big and wants to project big in order to become big. But at the same time, now he has expectations of being big that he can't necessarily meet all the time, and he's got to upsell and upsell.
And the hits just keep on coming. He announced a possible Batman Tumbler.
Another Tumbler.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh my God.
A jazzing.
Yeah.
Tumbler.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
This is not Hot Toys. This is collectibles. Hot Toys is a hot toy. This is jazzing collectible.
Because let me tell you something.
Brett says Joker saw that 66 bike with sidecar. Looks awesome.
They're having trouble, Brad, getting Yvonne Craig doesn't want to give up her likeness rights. She's a real pain in the ass with that.
Even for the Batgirl car, bike?
No, not that they don't need her likeness rights for the bike, but if you get a figure of her for the bike, he said she's being a real pain in the ass. Her estate doesn't want, for whatever reason, maybe she
we need her
something in the will.
Nefty, we need her likeness for the handlebars on the bike. So Jay, question for you. Knowing that the that the mold is the issue with the 89, how confident do you feel about that?
In terms of what? I'm not getting that. It's that mold's not going to be on my bike.
No, the 89, the 89.
Yeah, what about?
No. You're not getting the 89?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the 89. Okay, no, never mind. What about you, Nefty? You know that the mold of the vehicle is the issue with those bubbles. What do you expect?
Guy, there's no hope for me, all right? You know where I stand with Jesse. There's no hope for me, all right?
I'm in too deep.
I'm a hot mess, bro. I'm a hot mess.
There's no hope for me.
No, seriously. I was not aware until he made that statement that even the current vehicles that I own have voltage. You understand? So, just like anyone else, you pay money for something. You want a good product. It is what it is. I'm getting it. It's a done deal. But in retrospect, would I want it even cleaner? Of course, when you pay that amount of money. I'm not going to sit here and show your intelligence and say, "Oh, it's right." It's not right, but it's a done deal. I mean, he pointed it out. The only vehicle I went back to look at was the Batman, because the 66 is so high gloss, you can see that from a mile away. So I had to pay attention more to the Batman, and I see really no issue. And I got the dirty one, the one with all the weathering Batmobile. And with the Justice League, I mean, that one too. I look for. I know they're there, but I couldn't find it unless an expert points out to me, because it's a rough looking car, the Justice League Batmobile, to begin with. So I didn't see a big dent. There might have been a scuff here or there, and I thought it's part of the weathering, but I'm not going to negate that it's not there because he says they're there, but I haven't seen it. You understand? And again, it going into futures endeavors with him.
Right.
Would I wish this?
Right.
No. I want a good product. I want what I pay for. But if it's part of the molding, that he can't help it because science dictates this is how it's going to happen regardless, which he calls shrinkage, I guess, when it comes off the molding. It is what it is. But that doesn't mean you got to go for it.
It was in the pool. Just shrinkage.
Bang.
I was just gonna say shrinkage comes from being cold outside. Nefty said the Thor says Nefty is the Tina Turner of Jazz Inc.
Yep. Hey, like I said, I would not recommend.
If I ever needed cash, Nefty's my guy.
See, he doesn't have competition. When he goes head to head with Hot Toys, with the 89.
All right, guys.
That's where,
any new figures coming soon?
Sorry, you're on a delay. Sorry. Let me finish this and then we'll do the new figure thing. He doesn't have competition straight up like the 89 he does because Hot Toys put that out. The Tumbler he's gonna. But I think that's why people are okay with paying these high prices is because there's nowhere else to get it. So it's like this guy's a small company. It comes with a certain amount of risk. There are going to be some issues, but he tries to make up for that with his detail, his attention to things like that. So I think he's trying to do the right thing. It's just this is a learning phase for this company. If this company ever really takes off and becomes big, worldwide, mass production, this is a stepping stone within the growth of that company. And the only reason we're all up in arms about it is because right now we don't have somebody handing us this stuff every other month that we can pick and choose and budget for. It's like we got this guy and what he delivers, and people want this much, and sometimes he can deliver this much, but he's shooting for this much, which is why I give him credit and respect. Because it's not easy to start a company. It's not easy to make something like this. And quite frankly, I would never want to deal with this community one-on-one ever in any capacity. I barely like doing this because it's just, everybody out there's got an opinion and I'm the type that wants to argue with everybody. So it's, even this, like Fabs wanted me to come on a long time before I came on because I was like, do I really have the energy to deal with these fucking people? You know what I mean?
And Fabs, Hot Toys is not losing any sleep when it comes to Jazz Inc. Hot Toys has their following, their customers, they're making money, they're not losing a quarter, a dollar. Hot Toys is not looking at Jazz Inc. Because again, I collect Jazz Inc., but I collect Hot Toys. Hot Toys is not losing me. You understand? They got awesome products that I like. I'm just collecting both.
Right. Now, and one thing I wanted to say about Jay's comment before we get out of here, you mentioned, the company's been around for a long time already. Number two, that anybody's doing this company, Jazz Inc., any favors by constantly licking their balls and giving them a pass on their shitty product. Okay, if I feel like the customers, right, the community who put their foot down more, we would get a better product. We wouldn't get the run around with bullshit. He would do better. The fact that he's giving us shit, yos, we love your 2000. Like, I don't think that will help her because if everything's perfect, then shit.
You broke up a lot, so I'm not sure exactly what your point was, but let me ask you what I did hear. You were saying how he would make improvements if we stamped our feet more and so on and so forth. Yes, but what can he do? And I'm not saying what can he do, like what can he do? What I'm saying is let's think about like what actions can he actually take to make this better? Because I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, when you have to run all these tests to make sure that the stuff survives shipping properly, when you have to bake it on your roof, when you have to put it on a shaker table, when you have to send things out to other people, that's a lot of what if scenarios that they're trying to cover. Okay, so that handles shipping. How do we handle the mold issue? If you have X amount of dollars and you produce a mold and you find out your first mold wasn't
That's what I was.
exactly, if you find out the mold doesn't work, that's a lot of money to
Yeah.
retool that mold.
Yeah.
Maybe the margins aren't there for that. So at what point do you say it's got to be perfect, or it has to be acceptable to a degree? Like, that's where it gets really tricky for him, because his profit margins are small. That's the problem with being a small company, is you don't have that type of capital for the wiggle room. You just don't. So I would love to hear people's opinions on, okay, like I'm gonna bridge the two worlds. People say be constructive, don't be critical. Okay, well, let's be constructive. Let's everybody offer up opinions to him of what he can do to make the quality control better, and see what happens. See what stance he takes on that. See if he's accepting of these ideas. See if he pushes back on it, whatnot. Because the shipping is one thing, and the problems I had with my Batmobile 66 were as such. The glue, the what do you call it? The dashboard on the passenger side came off because the glue came unattached. Okay, hot, cold temperatures, glue comes undone. That's something I could live with. The replacement steering wheel, the column is just an eye bolt. It's an eye bolt you can buy at a store with a steering wheel on the end of it. The steering wheel was broke, and the eye bolt had corrosion on it, so water had gotten in at some point. Some sort of moisture had gotten in. So again, packing issues. They didn't ship it to me with a broken steering wheel. So those things were an issue for me. Everything else was okay. So I was good. I was able to live with that with no problem. I don't need it to be perfect. But uh, so as far as packing issues, that's one thing. But what can he do quality control wise before he ships it out of? You know what I'm saying? Are we getting too much on him about things that might be after he produces it? That's where the problem lies. And it's not really on, I mean, it is on him as a
Well,
company. He's
Sean,
got to figure out ways to get this thing shipped without it breaking. But I don't think the quality control
Sean,
maybe is as bad as we thought.
Sean makes a great point here. He says, "What actions can Joe's actually take?" The answer is simply create the actual product first. Stop
Yeah.
pre-orders before you have a physical product. Absolutely, and that is a perfect thing to do because number one, I'm assuming that he takes the pre-orders first to fund the project, right? So he needs this money in his pocket
Yep.
to start it or to pay for the prototypes or whatever, right? So I get that. But even so, right? Even so, at least take the deposit, right, for people who want the item and stop at that deposit, right? Get at least get that money, put it into production, create one, right? You create one that is going to be the best vehicle, right? Instead of waiting for your fourth batch, strictly once. Once you notice that every perfect, there's no issues, this is what it's going to be, then you go into production. They don't do any of that. I think it's all
Yeah.
over the place, right? And his focus, obviously, it's the money,
So this is an odd situation for him because
right? He needs that money coming in at all times. Which again, as the problem is not. Go ahead,
yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
you're right. He needs that capital, but this is the thing that I don't like, and why I say get away from dealing with the community, because he's still straddling that line where he's got one foot in and one foot out of being a collector that works out of his garage and being a professional company. It's like I don't like the updates in terms of, hey, we decided to do this. Now the price is going to change, but you guys are safe because you ordered first. Like, what is all that? What is all that? What is, yes, you're getting this thing, but now I realize it's going to cost
Yep,
more, so I might have to
yep.
do it like this. I don't need to know any of those things. None of that should have been brought into the agreement. We have a contractual agreement when I hit order. Don't change it later. this is what I'm saying. Stop with the I'm the small guy on the block. I want to communicate with the collectors. I know a lot of people like that aspect of the company, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want lower prices, he's got to be a big time operation. And that means
Correct.
he's got to cut off talking to us peasants and just put out a quality product.
Correct.
So like you said, and now if he's saying that every order, despite criticism, is selling out, he's got capital. He's got money from 6 orders down the road to pay for stuff today. So like you said, put out a product like Hot Toys does that says you're getting this. Slight variations may occur. Sideshow needs to understand what slight variations mean, not this Beetlejuice bullshit they're throwing at us. They screw that one all up too. They get that wrong all the time. It doesn't mean massive variations. It's slight variation. So anyway, so it should be the product that he shows us should all the kinks should be worked out prior. He should have sanded that mold out that he can't use that many more times because it's been used on a bunch of cars, fix that, all that stuff before anybody even sees it. So Sean made a very, very good point. I'm glad he brought that up. I think that's the route he's got to go in if he wants to like really put this thing to bed. Again, don't show us test batches. Show us a
Exotic
final
Carfax
product.
official channel says, right, correct. Whose problem is that if the molds are bad? His, absolutely. One of my favorite 1/12 scale action figure companies literally went out of business because the Chinese company that made their figure molds mess up. Exactly. And that's my point. If you give them a pass about everything, every time, you'll keep getting shit product every single time because there's no incentive for him to change. There's no reason for him to change. And not only that, when there is criticism in the community, like myself, like other people who criticize him as a company, then you got the retards, the ball lickers, the bootlickers, the losers defending this thing when all we're doing is pointing out things for him to get better as a company, right? Not we never. I personally never wish bad product on anybody. Oh, I hope you idiots get all this shit. No, I hope it's always good because nobody deserves $1,000, $200 for something that is not up to par to that price. That will always be my issue. That was my issue with my 66. It came looking like shit after I fully paid it off. Again, I will keep saying it always. He offered me the replacement, gave me a partial refund my issue will always be that vehicle should have never left the warehouse in that condition. Period, point blank, end of story. I will always and that thought, right? Because that's just how I feel, and you don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. That's how I feel, and it's me, and it was my money, so I'm allowed to feel however the hell I want about my money, right? So that he has to take responsibility, and you guys got to stop for absolutely no reason. Because at the end of the day, the more criticism, guess what? The better the product, because he starts feeling the heat. If a few people in the community give him criticism and another 200 lick his balls, that's a problem. That's a problem because he's going to feel, oh, more people, are licking, so I don't have to worry about those few people. Clearly, I do nothing wrong.
Yeah, you broke up real bad at the end there.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes. The criticism is a thing that I didn't like that he came out and said some people are spreading lies and blah, blah, blah. That's not like, come on, man. But maybe he's getting emails like that. I don't know. I just assume that what he's talking about is all the YouTube channels, but I don't deal with his customer service and stuff. He could be getting more problems than that, but I didn't like the way that was. You're right, because you have to push back on these things. You have to call it out.
Exactly.
I think it could be done maybe a little more constructively sometimes, but whatever, man. I'm not here to police people's language. I just don't like that. People are going to be, look, this is the internet. This is the world. If you want to talk to everybody, you're going to get a mix of everybody. Yeah. You're going to get the good and the bad. So
criticism is good. Criticism is good. But sometimes it puts
and again, It's always good. It's always good. And guess what? And guess what? You could sit there and dwell on the delivery of the criticism and blah blah blah, and it's still criticism. So it is what it is. And one thing that I was, the reason why I was asking is, what is the point of that stream yesterday? With 30 people on the stream, how many of those people are actually buying these vehicles? Right? What was, again? I didn't watch. I know what's happening because obviously they sent me the screenshot of it happening. But my thing is, what is the point of that? To show what? That
Support
people
for
who
their
YouTube
friend.
like you? But I don't understand what the point of that was. Right,
Well,
exactly.
it
Exactly.
was to
So
show
to show
support.
you guys.
Yeah, no, to show,
Go
that's
ahead,
my
go ahead.
opinion, is that it's to show support for their friend and to kind of squash any like unwarranted criticisms, I guess you would say. Like if people get too hyperbolic about like accusing him of fakery and all this and that, I think it was to put that to bed, because I know he was getting hit pretty hard from what I hear, and he was having some he was thinking about this stuff a lot, outside of the streaming and whatnot. He said it was bothering him, the amount of criticism and attacks that were coming on him. He is still a human being. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not,
Oh,
but so I get all that, but this is the thing, man. You're in this.
of course.
This is it. You don't get to take just the good and not the bad. That's, I never understood that.
But criticism is important in this community.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
hopefully keep a
Correct.
company on check.
And also, Chris makes a great point here. Guys, Chris makes a great point here. I'm going to pull it up. He says, so Nefty's part of the problem. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Okay? Because if you have somebody in the community with this much money, 10 out of 10 vehicles with a problem, and you're still buying, that's a problem. That's a problem.
You're right. I guess
Sean says, when I go ahead, Nefty.
No. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish.
Nefty's like, I'm okay. When I pre-order something, I expect the item that I ordered exactly. Even if the physical item is flawed, I made the choice to order that flawed item. Stop changing the item that causes delays. Yep, beautifully said. That is 100% true. He also says, if you fix an item to fix a flaw, understandable. Don't add a smoking option and another thing which causes it to be delayed. That is true. That is true.
Well, this is the thing.
All I need to tell you guys is I am glad I am done with the company. And again,
well, this is the thing. He takes like the amount of money that he has to play with, and he tries to give you the best possible product for it. So he's like, okay, now I got more orders than I thought. I'm going to add this thing to it, which is going to cause delays. So you can't make anybody happy, but I don't think he should be doing that at all. So at his stage in his growth with the company, where's he going to get that capital if he doesn't finance first? I don't know. But if he's telling us that he's getting all these orders, he's got money coming in from somewhere. You can take out loans. There's ways to do this. I mean, other businesses start with he's basically telling me there's no other way to do this other than a GoFundMe. Well, GoFundMe is a new thing. This whole crowdfunding BS, quite frankly, with like Hasbro with their HasLabs and all that, this is a new thing. Now all of a sudden everybody's getting on board with it. Well, it wasn't that way for a while, and other people managed. So I don't know how happy I am about this crap either. Hey, Luch.
Luch, good morning, my friend. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Caleb says, I mean, it's what Hot Toys does. They make a prototype, take pre-orders. Pre-orders determine how many are made, used to anyways, then deliver final product as close to the prototype as possible. Absolutely. And that's what a company should do. Always. Always, 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 always. All right, guys, let's get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, please. Nefty, are you expecting anything? Any new figures? Anything coming your way?
Nope, but the Yankee magic number is 14. And if you're a Boston Red Sox fan, number 12, and you're eliminated.
Oh, my God. Jay, back
we
to
don't have time,
collecting
but I wanted
talk.
I wanted Nefty to see that A-Rod, that zombie A-Rod.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
saw
look it
him
up.
right away.
As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, go check that out. Asmus, I think it was Bobby
Oh,
sent that.
no. I'll let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you guys.
Can you on
Oh,
that
okay.
computer?
We'll do it here. We'll do it. I'll do it live. I'll do it live.
But yeah, I got my brown suit Wolverine. They're shipping my blue
Do
suit
it.
Wolverine is on its way, and my Aragorn is on its way. And
Wow.
my Aragorn is in the States, I believe. So it's going to be by next week, by next Saturday, I should be able to pull that thing out and show everybody the good and the bad of that. And it's not a test batch; it's the real thing. So no drama. You're going to get a close up view of all its flaws and all its awesomeness.
You have Gandalf, right?
Yes.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah. And again, he's not without flaws.
Also, guys, on 16kit.com, he has the imposter Joker for $5.98 for sale. 16kit.com. Let's pull out that zombie. Also, guys, we have Art Figures Scissorhands Artisan at $330.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't believe when I saw that. I was like, this is a third tier company. And they're going, and they even tagged it Artisan.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
How King Howard?
More companies are going to start doing this. Obviously, it makes sense.
Go ahead.
How can Howard what?
I was going to say, how can Howard not stomp these guys into oblivion for taking that's a trademark thing, Artisan edition. Not the word, but maybe it's not. I don't know. But I thought that was bold. They're like, we're a third tier company that's making, and we're gonna put Artisan hair and call it Artisan, and I don't know, man. Bold. Uh-oh. There he is.
The Asmus website, guys. Cool looking zombie. I mean, I don't know what Asmus is getting into this stuff, but wait, what the hell's going on?
All I know is that sports licensing is supposed to be a quagmire because there's so much stuff that needs to be approved. So for them to put this out with a Yankee logo on it, I thought was real interesting. But it looks great. I have zero asthmas, so I don't know, but it looks good.
Yeah, they're licensed. They're licensed. No, I have the entire Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I can't speak on their quality because I don't have it.
I'm only missing the. Come on, this thing takes forever. Holy crap, man.
What
Windows
are you
7.
on?
That was like
Windows
15
7?
years ago.
Holy.
A laptop.
I like your little flower painting over your shoulder.
Oh, wait, this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Finally, my God.
This is called building suspense.
It's just not on their website. What a joke! Yeah, no, what a joke.
We'll still get everybody out of here before kickoff. Just hang in there. Hang in there, peasants.
Who's playing?
Everybody. It's football.
Who's playing? Who's playing?
Everybody.
Everybody's football. Oh, that's right. Sunday football. Yeah, guys, obviously, as you know, I don't watch, so I didn't know when it comes to football.
He watches football.
With me, we'll play, but I can't sit there watching. Right. Oh my God, this is insane.
Want me to do a reenactment?
Oh, you're seeing it? I'm not even pulling it up because it's not even worth it.
Well, if anybody's looking
You know,
for
this
it,
is insane. Like it's taken that. All right, guys. So as always, where is it?
it's on Kit's website. If anybody wants to go look, go look. It's a zombie baseball player with a
Yeah,
New
I just
York
pulled
Yankees.
it up. It wasn't. I didn't even see it there. All right, Rodriguez.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't on there.
Rodriguez.
Was it on there? Bob, where did you get
I
that
think
picture
it's supposed
from?
to be. I think it's supposed to be A-Rod.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw it. I did see it on one of the sites. Yeah. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you
Have a good one, guys.
in the next one.
All right, gents. Have a good one.
Neff, enjoy, my friend.
Yep, gonna go work on the shed now.